The Dan Henry 1964 Gran Turismo Chronograph. Long story short, I think this watch is great, especially for $250 to $300. It's pretty hard to beat. Now the version I have here is the silver dial with black numbers and a blue tachometer and a blue seconds hand. They have two different versions on their website. They have a 36mm and a 38mm, and they give you plenty of customization. You can choose from a tri-compacts or a bi-compacts depending on what you're looking for. They give you plenty of color options with a white dial, a black dial, a silver dial, which is a good thing. They also have a date option. I know a lot of people out there want a date window on their watch. This version here has no date. I just wanted something super clean and simple and aesthetically pleasing. Now this has a sapphire coated mineral crystal with an anti-reflective treatment, and in the right light the crystal gives off a blue hue, which is kind of unique. It kind of, on this model, it kind of matches with the tachometer, which I find pretty cool. It gives you 50 meters or 165 feet of water resistance. Probably wouldn't go swimming with this watch. Typically you're really not supposed to swim with a chronograph, or at least most chronographs, especially at this price point. It's got a mecha quartz movement. I personally don't have a problem with quartz. I kind of like that you just pick it up, can throw it on your wrist, and it still has the time. I don't always want to set the time when it comes to mechanical and automatic watches. I'm not the biggest nerd when it comes to what's being housed in my watch. With it being a mecha quartz movement, I think it's a good looking movement. It's fine. It has a screw back case back, which is embossed with the Aston Martin car. This is on the steel beads of rice bracelet, which is okay. I do wish it had more micro adjustments when it came to this bracelet, but overall it's pretty comfortable. Now when you order this watch, they also give you a leather strap, which is not my favorite, and they also give you a watch roll, which I think is a nice bonus. Overall, this watch is a really great package. Some of the biggest things for me and what I look for in a watch is basically just the case dimensions and the aesthetic of the watch, and this watch for me hits all the notes. The model I have is 13 millimeters thick, which is right on the cusp of being too thick. I think 11 millimeters would be perfect. Now the lug width is 19 millimeters. I don't know why Dan Henry just didn't make it 18 or 20 millimeters, so it can make changing out the straps a little interesting. But it has a really nice short lug to lug at 44.7 millimeters. So for me, the dimensions on this watch are really good. On top of that, I think it's very aesthetically pleasing. And just some of the negatives are just, I want more micro adjustments on the bracelet. Now if you have any other questions on this watch, feel free to leave it in the comments. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one.